Pictograph Alphabet ABC. Look at the alphabet A. It is shaped like an arch gate. Let's start alphabet A, arch series. Look at the top of a mountain. Someone thinks it's very high, and someone thinks it's very white. Because, at the top of a high mountain, permanent snow there is. But there are some people think that it is shaped like an arch. That is, the mountain is a very high, sharp, white, arched, snow-capped mountain. Voca root number 4. Latin root arcus means bow, arch, or vault. Hereunder we will study various words containing Latin root arcus. Arc, arch, arcade, archery, arbalist, arcane, archive, arcana, arc. Look at the fat alphabet A. It looks like an arch-formed porch. Look at the high snow-capped mountain. Its top has a arched form. It looks like an round-headed alphabet A. From now, let's start a journey of building your vocabulary. Vocabulary number 7.
Arrow.
Etymology.
Arrow.
Arrow earlier form is ear, from Old English arwan. It is possibly borrowed from Old Norse or. It is also borrowed from Proto-Germanic arquo, source also of Gothic arwanza. Finally it is derived from root arcu, arcus, meaning bow, arch, vault. The ground sense would be, the thing belonging to the bow. There are many arrow-related words, such as arrowhead, saw, serrate, thera, harrow, sagittarius, sagittal, fletch, fletcher, fledge, fledgling, fossil, shaw, selg, etc. Arrow means a weapon consisting of a thin, straight stick with a sharp point, designed to be shot from a bow. A person who shoots an arrow with a bow is an archer, a person who makes bows is a bowyer, and a person who makes arrows is a fletcher. In fact, literally, fletcher means a person who fletches or fledges feathers on the hind part of an arrow. It is a very important process to fledge or fletch a feather to an arrow. An arrow without a feather seems like a bird without a feather. There are many words related to a feather. Most of them have a phoneme of pull, full. For examples, pluck, fleece, fletch, fledgling, nom de plume, filament, filter, etc. A feather is fletched not only at an arrow, but also on a pen. A writer loves to use a pen name which is also called nom de plume, literally meaning a feather name. In Europe, surnames of person are related to their occupation. Bowyer and fletcher are also surnames. The former is related to a job of a bowmaker, and the latter, an arrow maker. Look at the sky at night. You can see a Sagittarius, a large constellation, the archer, said to represent a centaur carrying a bow and arrow. Sagittarius, southern constellation, ninth sign of the zodiac, late Old English, from Latin. Literally, archer, properly pertaining to arrows, from sagitta, arrow, which probably is from a pre-Latin Mediterranean language. Meaning, person born under Sagittarius, is attested from 1940, properly Sagittarian, which is attested by 1911. The star picture represents a centaur drawing a bow. Scholars suspect it to have been originally a Babylonian god, but to modern observers it only looks vaguely like a teapot. Sagittarius, November 22 to December 21. Sagittarius is an optimistic sign associated with expansion, idealism, religion and philosophy. They are direct and forthright, good-natured and affirmative in their outlook. They tend to speak with a blunt tongue, which can get them into trouble at times. Sagittarians display honesty, humor, and a strong moral nature. Latin sagitta means an arrow. An English word, sagittal, means shaped like or resembling an arrow or arrowhead. When seeking the origin of Latin sagitta, meaning an arrow, it is meaningful to focus on the sharp point of an arrow. It has a serrate form, that is, a saw-like shape. The origin of word saw, a toothed cutting tool, is related to as follows. Old English sagu, Proto-Germanic sago, Old Norse sag, Swedish sag. Norwegian sag, Middle Dutch sag, Dutch zog, German zag. All these words are derived from Proto-Indo-European root, sek, meaning to cut. There are many related words having this root, such as section, dissection, vivisection, second, segment, sect, sector, etc. The alphabet G at the end of word can be interchangeably used with the alphabet W. For examples, draw and drag, tow and tug, track and trawl, and here saw and sag, etc. The part sag in words such as Sagittarius and Sagitta seems to be related with an English word, saw, a toothed cutting tool, derived from root, sek or sag, meaning to cut. In other words, the toothed form of a saw is expressed a serrate form. That is, a serrate form has a saw-like sharp point, successively indented. Look at the pictures of fish having a special physical characteristic. This is a sawfish. It has a saw-like thing in front. It always keeps a smile. It is a swordfish. It has a spear-like thing at the front part of head, like a thorny horn. Look at the pictures of a garfish. They look like a saber. The part sag in words such as Sagittarius and Sagitta and the part surl in English word serrate seem to be correlated with Korean words such as sal, salg, sari, surlda, etc. Sal, or salg in Korean words such as
화살, 손살같이, 홍살문, 창살, 작살, 햇살, 삭, 살쾡이, 스라소니, 썰애질, 썰다, 빗살, 부채살, 자전거 바퀴살, 쌀이나무, 쌀이비, 살인문,
etc. seems to be related with an English word, serrate. Har-thal means sal of harl, meaning bow's arrow.
손살같이,
Like an arrow. Sinsal means a flying arrow, shot from a bow, which is going to a target. Let's call it a day. Next time we will study Korean word harl, soda, hyoda, etc. Hanminjeongeum is Korean letter, consisting of 17 consonants and 11 vowels. We will study these words with Hanminjeongeum Haley. Stay focused on this channel. See you next time. Thank you.
Dedication. Above all, my deep thanks go to my Lord, who gave me so powerful and courageous spirit, without which, I couldn't write even the first line of this book. And then, to my better half, Sunja Kong, who encouraged me to do what I want to do and always smiled at me, though I didn't make her enjoy a happy life with a smile on her face. Finally, to my daughters, Jimin and Ji Hyun, who gave me support, and sang a praise for me in unison, all the time.
Copyright 2022 Kermejal.com, Hoyeon Park. All rights reserved. No part of this book may be used, or reproduced in any manner whatsoever, without the written permission of the author.
If you think this video is useful, Please subscribe here. Thank you.